hit me up in the DM and they ask me, why is it that successful black men always date white women or oriental women when they get some money? Well, I'm gonna attempt to answer this the best way I know how, just by keeping it all the way 1,000. See, a lot of times when men get some money, black men to be exact, they want a woman that's gonna be submissive, that's gonna actually do what they say, and a woman that's gonna just be there to support every decision they make. Asian women, white women are very subtle, very submissive, very easy to deal with. They haven't came up the way black women have came up. And a lot of times when you're dealing with black women, you're gonna deal with some kickback. They not just gonna do whatever the fuck you say just because you making the bread and butter. When a man get power and when he feels like he's on top of his game, he's on top of the world, and he got some money, you can't tell him nothing. His ego's to the roof. The white woman might deal with that type of shit because she just happy to have a black man. She feel like she got her a token nigga. So she's gonna follow his lead and do whatever he says. Cause they just happy to have a black man by their side. Black women, they've been dealing with our bullshit for years. So when we get some money and we start to act a certain type of way and be demanding, they not gonna put up with that bullshit. That's why it's always that combative type of relationship with the black man and the black woman, man. The black man been suppressed all his life. The black woman has been suppressed all her life. It's passed down to their generation and their bloodline. We don't want to feel oppressed in our relationship. Instead of him trying to figure out and deal with the black woman and communicate with her on a certain level, he say forget that and get him a white woman and keep it moving.
What's up, YouTube Get Fit fam? It's your boy Allende back with another video. And this one is black men no longer need black women's cooperation. They just don't realize it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip of this young lady.
I promise you, if black men were so terrible, these other races of women would not be desiring them. There would not be whole schools and classes on black culture that other races of women are taking to learn more about how to attract black men. No, the issue isn't the black men, but the good ones y'all don't want. Y'all don't like the nice guys. A lot of you women, you black women, y'all are just as undesirable. Y'all are so busy getting on these podcasts talking about how nobody wants black men, when in actuality, nobody's telling you this, but nobody really wants black women like that.
I've been making these very same points for much longer than she has, but the fact that, she's making this type of content, she's not the only one, just lets us know that some women can grasp these concepts. You know what I mean? Some women aren't too jaded and too bitter to at least think balancedly what's actually the landscape looking like. So black women just collectively, obviously not all, I don't feel like I should have to say that, but obviously not every black woman. I mean, I'm knowing and meeting black women feels like on a daily basis who are pretty damn reasonable and attractive and soft-spoken and feminine and all those good things, all those good qualities. They're definitely out there. I think the thing is that they're not the loudest voice, obviously. They're not the most motivated to be outspoken and to speak because they're pretty content. They're doing all right. They ain't really got they don't really got the motivation. It's the disgruntled, unsatisfied, miserable, and bitter women that speak the most and the loudest.
A lot of you black women, y'all have a complex. Y'all think that giving a black man your worst and seeing how much a black man takes of your nonsense is his way of showing love. Y'all like to test men to see, oh, what can I do that's showing out and that shows how much he loves me. That is the biggest load of crap ever. Y'all are determinants of your own results. It's not nobody's fault that you don't like the good black man. It's nobody's fault that you like the bad boys and you like certain types of men and then you're getting mad at the results. But the funny thing is, you really walking around thinking that these other people want you. You should be grateful that black men still want you.
Unfortunately, they're doing a lot of bad promotion and publicity for, or I should say promotion, demotion, for their groups collectively, whatever those groups may be, whether those groups are single moms, those groups are black women, those groups are divorced women, whatever those groups are. Women don't realize how difficult they are making it for themselves as well as other women when they keep running their mouths without giving it much thought, because there's a lot of men who are listening first and not acting as a result of that. Whereas probably in the past, a lot of men just went ahead and acted because a lot of this noise wasn't even available, wasn't even out there to begin with. So a lot of guys had to go kind of find out on their own. A lot of men nowadays are deterred from having experiences with women, from dating women, from trying because of what they're hearing rather than what they're experiencing themselves. So it kind of exaggerates the issue.
People say black girls are ugly. Most people will actually say that black girls are the least desirable girl in America. This is also proven through dating apps that the least desirable matches are black girls. They have the lowest levels of matches, the lowest levels of relationships, and the lowest levels of marriage as well. Not only that, but black girls are way out of their healthy BMI. Most black girls are about 5'3", 5'4", and they weigh 187 pounds, almost 200 pounds.
States, like 48% of all married, or of all people in the United States are married, and black women are 27%. That's a huge difference. And we're going to focus on body and the way that that impacts this number today, although we could talk about other things. Most men want a woman they are attracted to, who could carry and care for their children if they choose to have children. They want quality of life and know that being with a woman who is not physically fit will greatly impact that. Your health is wealth. So being unhealthy, too fat, too big, okay, effectively makes you broke in that regard. I'm making the simple argument that if black women were more physically fit, their chances at marriage would increase. It wouldn't solve the whole problem. Again, the attitude and mindset need to match up. Too many black women, 8 out of 10, are at least over a normal weight, or are at least overweight and can even get into obesity.
What we're talking about in this video is the fact that black women right now are probably more stubborn and combative than they've ever been, and now they can't afford it at all. They can afford it the least, because a lot of black young men aren't even making the switch from black women to something else. They are just never trying the black women to begin with. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. The younger generation, they're not even trying to date black women. They're not even interested. They've already written them off completely, which is effed up for the black women who actually aren't bad picks. But this lady went on to point out all the stats and statistics and realities that I've been saying for the longest, bro. If you just look around, black men are nowhere near as undesirable as black women. In fact, it's kind of the opposite situation. Black men are in demand when they just do a few key things. Look good, smell good, talk good, and figure out how to make enough money to play the game.
What's one race you would not date?
Black women in the United States, I'm not attracted to it. They're like, I like feminine women. I don't like masculine women, right? I'm pretty sure there's a statistic that, it entails that, like something about black women being fat, like on average or something. Do you know about that statistic?
180 pounds on average?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I like feminine women, and it's very rare. I'm not saying all black women are like this, but most black women are very masculine. I find that very gross as a man.
Yo, I've seen some dudes who aren't nothing to call home about, but somehow, as long as they got the ish together, they're out here dating good-looking women, beautiful women. There's been countless times when I've seen non-black women with black dudes, and I've been like, how the hell did he get? Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I guess it makes sense. But a lot of times you're like, damn, that's pretty interesting. That was impressive. Like, how the heck? You know what I'm saying? Maybe some funny-looking dudes, man. Some dudes, I'm like, how the fuck? Wouldn't that be considered ugly? But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The point is they're getting chicks. And you can say, oh, it's, they're being fetishized, whatever you want to say. The point is they're getting chicks, bro. All right? And it ain't one night stand central. These dudes be dating these chicks. They be having these girlfriends. They be living with them and whatnot. Black women collectively they don't seem to be keeping a man for any time frame whatsoever. Nothing significant.
No man is intimidated by any woman because of her credentials. That's not the case. It's usually the character and traits that come with that. They usually have extremely high egos, and you can't tell them anything. And they usually come off extremely masculine. Like what you said you can be masculine, and it might be too much for men. It's an attraction thing. Men are not attracted to masculine traits in women. That's what it is.
I don't think that's necessarily true because...
Say something to the vlog, innit? I'm vlogging my whole trip. Like, so how did we meet then? How did we meet? You came up to me and you said how handsome I look. And then you was like, can I get your number? And I said,
I don't think so.
I said, I don't give out my number easily because I'm high maintenance. So what are you telling them? What are you telling them?
Nothing.
You good? Guys, I'm gonna have to leave this beautiful girl. She's gonna miss me. She's gonna miss me. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see each other next month.
We're gonna see each other next month when she comes down to see me.
And that is sad. I see more non-black women on social media showing off black boyfriends and husbands than I see black women. I'm just saying, bro. This is what we see. We're just reporting. We're reporting on, you know what I'm saying? We're reporting on what's going on in the streets in the world right now. So anyhow, I mean, I guess there's really not much to say on the topic, bro. The point is that black women are least desirable across the board. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking strictly numbers. You say that and black women get all in their feelings and get all offended. It's like, bro, calm the fuck down. What we're saying is, as far as sales are concerned, y'all moving the least amount of units right now across the board, right? When it comes to black men as consumers or any other groups of men, y'all right now are moving the least units because you're the least married. And like Kevin Samuels used to say, you got to count marriages. That's all we can count. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do we count hookups? You know, how do we count boyfriend-girlfriend relationships? At what point do we take it seriously? When they've been dating for 1 year? When they've been dating for 5 years? Like, when do we take boyfriend and girlfriend relationships seriously? So if we're counting numbers, we got to kind of go by marriage, because marriage is the only thing that at least says both people somewhat plan to be together forever or an extremely long period of time, right? At least we can make that assumption when marriage is involved, right? Because it's the highest level of commitment between a couple. So fuck it. That's what we're counting, marriages. All right, well, if we're counting marriages, okay, black women are coming in not only last, but I think they're like a far last from whoever's in second place. And we don't even know who the hell that is. It ain't even worth talking about.
So the question is, are black girls really ugly, or they're just not taking care of themselves? Do they make themselves undesirable? I would argue yes.
It's not looking good for black women as far as their prospects and their options. So with that being said, you would think that they have the least amount of leverage and the least amount of position to make demands. Yet here they are making the most demands. Here they are with the most criticism, with the most complaints, with the most nagging, and the loudest, I don't need a man.
I also found some black girls to be quite attractive, but when they open their mouth, they become very unattractive. In fact, a lot of guys will say she looks cute for a black girl. Why do they say that? Because there's a stigma that is a very real stigma on black girls making themselves undesirable. They wear fake hair. I remember I was dating this one girl.
I don't know, man.
And
I give the fuck up. I don't even know
I
what to
saw
say
her
anymore, bro.
with like
Good
a little
luck to the
strap thing on
sisters.
her
We
head.
outta here. Peace.
And I also saw her put a wig on. Why would I want to see that? I don't think black girls are ugly. I think that black girls make themselves undesirable, and they're very masculine, very combative. They always want to fight
Shout
about
out Authentic Alphas. Like and subscribe. For the boys,
most people would probably agree with me. I just don't think black girls are
Shout out Authentic Alphas.
And I was talking to